It's 6:51 a.m. in Trinidad and Tobago, and the conversation continues this morning. We have with us representatives from the Ministry of Trade and Industry talking about the launch of a brand new portal, Business Information Portal. Randall Karam, the Chief Technical Operations Advisor, and we also have with us this morning Mr. Stephen Rodriguez, an SEW Technical Consultant. Now, I know when you hear SEW, you're like, what? Not sewing, though. A single electronic window. Is that correct, gentlemen?
Yes, Natasha. It is our flagship platform offered by the Ministry of Trade and Industry. Most persons watching and members of the business community are very familiar with TTBizlink. We have over 46 government e-services on the platform, and it's actually utilized by over 30,000 persons right now on a daily basis.
Well, Mr. Karam, I was going to ask you to tell me about the portal, but I think you've already told us. What more information can you share with us this morning?
Right, so the Trade and Business Information Portal is actually a new online facility that is being offered on our TTBizlink platform. It is actually the Ministry's response to not only our international obligations under the World Trade Organization Trade Facilitation Agreement, but it is our Ministry's attempt to better serve the business community by offering new online tools to help businesses grow and expand.
Okay. Now, Mr. Rodriguez, I know you, of course, would have been involved in this as well. What has it been like working on the project?
It's a great experience. You know, it's been a year-long experience, so it's very detailed analytical work that has gone into this portal. Yeah, the information would have been available in previous ways, but you know, sometimes in government we have information available and it's sort of in silos. You have to kind of retrieve it yourself. What we've done is we've extracted that information from agencies and outlaid it in a very easy-to-read format for persons to view it from their perspective. So
my next question, and I think it goes in line with your response, is what are some of the key features of this portal and how is it going to benefit stakeholders?
Well, Natasha, the portal is actually designed around three main areas: trade, business, and investment. And persons can easily go to ttbizlink.gov.tt, click on any one of those functional areas and get access to tools relating to how to register a business, steps to importing and exporting. We have automated and documented over 200 of the main business and trade procedures in Trinidad and Tobago. You can also get access to all of the major business directories under our various business associations, tools to check trade statistics, data, up-to-date data on areas of market demand, and also a lot of information related to incentives and areas for investments in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, so gentlemen, tell me something. If I would like to start a business, let's say in exporting, how is this portal going to help me get started?
Right, so that's a very common question we get across the years with the ministry. And this portal has features outlaid in three main areas: trade, business, and investment. And under the business area, we have a feature called business procedures. And that would give you the guidance as to how to comply with the regulatory requirements for starting a new business. So, for instance, it's further broken down into three procedures, which is namely searching for a name to make sure it's available, reserving that name, and then going on to actually register the business or incorporate the company, depending on the type of entity you want to establish. And it would then outlay the different steps in a very easy to, as I mentioned, very easy to read format, step by step, showing you exactly what you need to do, the required supporting documents you need to bring to the process, the time it would take, the costs associated, and also the expected outputs that you, the individual, will get throughout the process. So you're fully aware from an end-to-end perspective what you need to do in terms of complying with the regulatory requirements to start your business.
Okay, so Mr. Rodriguez, one of the things that you mentioned there, of course, the documents that are required, let's say, to start a business. Now, sometimes, you know, things change, obviously, with time. So in a case like that, how can stakeholders ensure, and how are you going to make sure that the system is always updated?
That's a great question. So we know that sometimes when governments, or even private businesses around the world, they launch a shiny new digital product, you know, sometimes kind of after a few months it goes out of date and it becomes a little bit irrelevant. So we're taking two approaches to ensure that we do not fall trap to this issue. So the first measure is that we're making sure that we are building on good foundations of information that's already available. So I just mentioned three examples. We have the Ministry of Legal Affairs, who we've actually integrated with, where we are using their forms and all of the laws that they already have a very robust and up-to-date digital legislative library. We are connecting into that system to ensure that that always remains up-to-date. Customs, we are updating on a regular basis based on their tariff information. So any rates of duty that update, we're getting that update as well. CSO, I must also commend CSO, who we've integrated with and who have made monumental strides to update information. As Brandon mentioned, key feature is market analysis, and the CSO will be providing further updates to ensure that data is always relevant. And then also, secondly, the ministry has put in place a governance framework to ensure that all of the areas of the portal are closely monitored and subsequently monitored by senior staff to ensure that stakeholders get the forms, the latest procedures, and the latest factors of time, cost, etc.
Oh, this sounds amazing because, one of the things that we always hear, let's be frank about it, in Trinidad and Tobago is when you're trying to get things done, it can take a while, you're not too sure where to go, and you might need this document, and then they go back and they say, no, you need this. Right. So this is definitely something I know that will be greatly accepted by the private and the public sector as well. Now, I say that, but what has the response been like so far for this portal?
Oh, Natasha, the response has been phenomenal. Just Wednesday, we launched the portal, and we were really privileged to have all of the major business associations in Trinidad and Tobago be part of that launch. Since the launch of the portal, we have had over 5,000 visitors to the portal already, and visitors not only locally, but those internationally. I think they recognize that the portal is really a good attempt to help make their lives easy, make business easier in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are very privileged at the private sector, and ordinary individuals have the confidence to go to the portal and help them to get the information that they need to grow and expand.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know this is something, again, that's going to be well accepted. Now, it's interesting that you said not just public, but private as well. And we're talking about international. Is that correct?
Yes, of course, because those who do business in Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes they come from abroad. And that's why we have spent a lot of time designing the portal, not only for local users, but making sure the portal is built to international standards.
Okay.
And all of the relevant information that persons need before they decide to come and invest in Trinidad and Tobago is documented on the portal.
Okay, now, gentlemen, is there any cost attached to this at all?
Absolutely free. Okay. Absolutely free. It's simply go to www.ttbizlink.gov.tt and expose yourself to all of the benefits that the portal offers.
Well, I was just about to ask if there's any more information that you could offer to the public who might be interested. I believe you have some telephone contacts. Is that correct?
Yes, it's on the portal. And as I said, the website is www.ttbizlink.gov.tt.
All right, so viewers, we do also have some telephone contacts for you. I do believe I have one of them here. The help desk for TTBizlink, correct, is 800-4739, so you can give them a call as well. This is a very exciting initiative, and I think we're definitely moving, forward a bit, something that many people have been looking forward to. And admittedly, I think is going to make business a bit easier and a bit more cost-effective, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because persons don't want to waste time running around, as
Agreed.
you said, trying to find out which forms, what information is available online. The portal is meant to make business easier, make business more transparent, and make business much more efficient.
And it's definitely going to achieve that. Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Karam, thank you so much for being with us. Mr. Raucus, how are you feeling after that? What do you think?
Excited. I mean, the TTBizlink has been around for some time, and I just hope to see it continue to evolve. So congratulations, gentlemen.
Okay, Raucus.
Definitely.
All right, guys. When we come back, we're gonna be giving away a ticket to Jazz. So I encourage you to stand by your phone lines if you want to get a ticket to go to Jazz for free right here on the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.